We live in a society that everybody wants to put everybody in a box, right? And when you always feel different, it hits different, because when you were a teenager, right? And even though you felt different, you wanted to fit in the box, right? Because as a teenager, you don't want to be the different. You don't want to be outside of the box, right? But the older you get, the older you realize that being different is amazing, is a gift, and it's just the best thing that ever happened to you, right? Because the older you get, the more the heal you get, you realize that not following what society wants you to think or like or anything like that is the best thing. Why? Because why do you want to like the same thing as everybody around you does? You know what I mean? Why do you want to think the way that everybody think? You know, for me, example, when I tell people that I don't know how to dance and I don't really care about learning how to dance anymore like I used to. I wanted to learn how to dance when I was younger, when I was a teenager. But I realized that now as an adult, I don't really care about dancing, because if I cared about dancing, I would probably learn how to dance. You know what I mean? But as a Spanish Puerto Rican girl who didn't know how to dance for nothing, didn't know how to dance salsa, none of that stuff, I always felt type of way that I was wrong, because, you know, I supposed to learn this stuff. But then I realized that how did everybody around me learn this when I never taught anybody, anybody this? They just picked it up right away, and I never knew it, even though I was around it all my life. You know, it didn't click in my head. But now as an adult, as a 37-year-old, I realized that that was never going to be my passion. Not for fun, not for hobby, not for just because everybody does it. I realized that that's not me. And I don't need to like dancing or have to learn how to dance if I don't want to. You know? Like, there's like, but you have to move. I do move. I move more than most. So yeah. Okay, I walk every single day. I love walking. That is my movement. I enjoy walking. And when I tell people that I love walking, they look at me like I'm crazy, because for them, walking is just, I had to go to point A to point B, and that's it. Like going to the bathroom, or going to walking down the street for a corner store, or walking around your workplace because you have to, right? Or walking in the mall because you want to buy some clothes, or going to like an amusement park, right? But I walk for fun. I walk because it makes me feel happy. So I realized that being different is the key of happiness, because once you feel happy of being who you are, that you're different, that you're unique, you become like, I don't care what you're saying about me. Yeah, you could call me different, you could call me weird, you could call me whatever you want to call me, but guess what? I'm living happy because I'm not following what society wants me to think, feel, or want me to do. You know what I mean? Like, for me, instance, I'm just giving my example, and whoever watches this video may have other examples, but for me, one is walking. What else? One, I want to travel. I know that's a lot of people who want to do it, but I really want to travel. I want to walk around the world. Like, that's one of my stuff that I really, really want to do. I want to walk. I want to walk. I want to see nature. I want to see nature. I do. I want to just enjoy the world. You know, we live here once, and we should enjoy the earth. We should just enjoy the earth. People, I really do feel like people put stress on themselves. They really, really do. They put stress on themselves by thinking they had to do all the X, Y, and Z, that they had to be perfect. They had to do all this, what society tells them to have, the high-end car or a house or fashion clothes or expensive laptops and X, Y, and Z, right? But to me, I really think the key of happiness is living in simplicity. I really think if you live simplicity, you'll be so happy because you're not thinking about all that stuff, all that, so many bugs around here today. You're not thinking about all that stuff that the society want you to buy or to like, or what movie to like, like. People are obsessed when people ask me if I watched the movie. I say no, I didn't watch that movie, because like they want you to be in this box, and this box that everybody like they're okay with you being a little different because they know that we're different people. They understand that you're gonna like slightly different things, but they want you to be like everyone else. Like this, like the same music, like the same movies, like the same TV shows, like the same everything. And it's once you were like, no, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. Because people think I don't like anything. That's because I don't like what society wants me to like. Like I don't like the same movies as you. No, I watch Netflix movies. Yes, I do. But guess what? I don't watch none of those movies that say top 10 and the top 10 that everybody watches. No, I skip that. Because I know that that's kind of, if those movies are there, that means it's going to be boring. That means that it's not going to be, it's not interesting to me. So I end up always finding movies that nobody ever heard of, because that's who am I. I'm literally right now at this moment, oh my God, so many bugs. What? So many bugs. I need to get out. Oh my God. So like, right now I'm watching a lot of Indian movies. Now I don't watch a lot of TV. Like I used to watch so much TV, but I don't watch TV anymore like I used to. But when I do, I watch movies now instead of TV shows, because these TV shows are like not that great anymore to me, in a way, my opinion. And oh my God, what's all these bugs? I need to go in. Another minute. I want to finish this video. I watch Indian movies. I like Asian movies. I watch all these rom-com movies that are like so good from other countries. They're so good to me. And I know a lot of people would probably disagree with me, but I really don't care, because I am not supposed to be like you, and you're not supposed to be like me. You're not supposed to like what I like, and I'm not supposed to like what you like. And that's the beauty of all of us being so different. We're not supposed to like everything the same. Maybe sometimes we do like the same thing. Maybe we have about 2 things that we are like the same. Oh yeah, especially, sometimes you do like some TV shows, but in reality, we're not supposed to like the same things, And I am so okay with it. I am so okay with being different. I am so okay just people think that I don't like anything because it's not the norm what I like. Like I said before in this video, I love walking. Walking is literally my passion. And I know it sounds weird to say that. It sounds really, really weird to say that you really love walking, but I really do. And it's like, I don't know. What else? What else that people think? I'm trying to give another example, right? Like my lifestyle, the lifestyle that I'm trying to make up because, not me, I'm trying to arrive to this lifestyle. Is I want to able to travel the world making videos. Yes, I said it. That's one of my dreams, is to make videos and travel while I walk but I show people the earth in my point of view, how I see things, how I travel, how I walk, because everybody can learn from each other, you know? But if we're gonna just judge each other because you're not like everybody else, like you're not thinking like everybody else, like you're not following the script of the society, they look at you like crazy. But I realize that the people that I work with, or the family members I'm around with, or whoever I'm around with, that's not the people I was supposed to help in the world, you know? And I'm just here at the moment, I'm just here at the moment to fight for my dreams. And this is all how it starts for me. Just experiencing life, talking about my experience, and just making videos about it, and just enjoying life and live simplicity, because living in simplicity is the key of happiness, you know? That's my key. I really think owning less stuff makes you happy. Stop worrying about all this stuff that's happening around the world, you know? Start worrying about who you are. Start fighting for your dreams. Start just going for what you want, and stop worrying about the problems around these politicians. And yes, sometimes it's okay to be a little bit aware, just a little bit. It's fine. You know, but stop stressing about it. Stop talking about it 24/7 about what is happening around the world, or about own politics. Like, stop obsessing with it. The less you obsess with it, the more you be happy. The less news you watch, the better. You don't need to know every little detail that is happening, because that's how stress happens. That's how stress happens. And the more you talk about it, the more angry you get, because you know you can't do anything about it. Just complain about it and talk about it. It's a lesson that I had to learn through myself. It's a lesson that I had to go through, and I learned that because back in 2015, 2016, when I got into politics, because of Bernie Sanders, I was so into politics. Oh well. And I was just into politics and learning about it, and I got so angry for a few years, because like, how can we live in a country with all this messed up shit, right? We're supposed to be humans. We're supposed to help each other out. But instead, we're not. Instead, we are just fighting against each other. And because we don't like what this ex person said, because this ex person didn't agree with you. Like, okay, we're not supposed to agree with each other. We're not supposed to like the same thing. We're supposed to be different, but we can learn from each other. You know, we're supposed to learn how to agree to disagree and help each other out, because we're all humans trying to survive in this world. Like, how hard is that to understand? Even when I was into politics, I knew that. And that's the reason why I was so angry and upset that people didn't understand this. And the more that I realized that common sense is not common, even though it's very common to me. It's like, how can you think you could act a certain way? Why do you want to be mean to Y? Because, like, Y person is gay or lesbian or bisexual. Why do you care what that person is doing in their bedroom? Like, sometimes we need to learn how to mind our business. Like, I feel like people want to know everything everywhere. People always want to worry about other people's lives and worry about people's personal life. And I think it's none of your business. As long as I feel like this is the only two. I'm trying to think. This is only these two few topics that if you see something, say something. And I'm going to tell you right now. If the kid is abused in any kind of way, that's all I'm going to say. If you're smart, you would know you know all the kind of ways of abuse could happen. And if woman is abused any kind of way, and yes, men can be abused. So if men get abused in any kind of way, that's the only time. Other than that, if somebody's living their life, who cares what they're doing? Like, mind your business. Don't worry about them. Worry about your own life. You know what I mean? And like, we need to, like, I don't know how hard, I don't know. So like for me, I like being different. I love being different. I love being weird. I mean, nobody ever called me weird. I call myself weird. But I have been called different. And I love being different, as they put it. You know, I love as they call me different. They always tell me, you're so different. You don't like anything. You know what? Thank you. I take that as a compliment because that means I don't follow society. I have my own thoughts. I'm a free thinker. I'm a free thinker, and you should be a free thinker. If you're kind of person who agrees with a lot of people in society and you love trendy stuff, you're not a free thinker. If you want to be a free thinker, start thinking for yourself. Stop questioning everything. Start questioning everything, because that's the key of happiness. Because once you start questioning everything, you start finding who you truly are. Because then you really know if you really like this trendy thing, or you only liked it because it was so trendy. Not everybody wants to do it, so you wanted to do it too. You know what I mean? So just question life, question your own thoughts, because sometimes your thoughts lie to you. So question your thoughts, question your life, question people around you, question politics, question if you believe in religion, question everything. Questioning, being curious, just be curious about life, because why not? I got a mosquito bite, that's what it was. Ugh. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say. Oh, so today, right, I want to say one more thing before I go. Today at work, right, all these people was asking me all these questions, right? And I was like, yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, I don't like this. I'm like, you don't like anything. I was like, yeah, I like a lot of stuff. I have a lot of opinions about a lot of stuff. But that's all I said. Because I do have a lot of opinions about a lot of stuff. I think too much sometimes. Sometimes that's not good either. You know? And I realized that I love talking to myself so much. I feel much better talking to myself. I don't know why. I guess I'm my own best friend. And I learned to love talking on the camera, because in the beginning, I used to be so scared talking on the camera. And, well, maybe I just don't like talking to people around me because they don't have nothing else interesting to say. They say the same stuff, same topics every day, same stuff every day. Nothing is different, you know. Let's talk about the earth. Let's just talk about traveling. I want to talk about philosophy, which I'm getting into philosophy. And I talk to ChatGPT because ChatGPT gives me books of philosophy, and I've been listening to audiobooks of philosophy. So it's like so fun to just listen to these stuff. And I'm always asking questions to ChatGPT. And ChatGPT, you're such a philosopher. You're like a street philosopher. You know what? I don't know if I am, but I take that as a compliment. You know what? But anyway, I know I'm talking random. Sometimes when I'm talking random, so awesome. And like, I just enjoy, I don't know, man, life. My dreams. I have big dreams. That's what it is. I have big dreams. I want this. Okay, I have a picture in my head. Right? This picture in my head. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen because I don't know what the future will hold. But I know that I am trying to make this dream happen, and I don't know how this dream will play out in the long term. But what I am doing is just recording videos and posting on YouTube and see what happens. And plus, I feel like the first year I'm only 5 months in on recording YouTube videos and posting them. Only 5 months in, and I feel like since I just started to record videos, and I feel like the first year in it for me is mostly just getting comfortable talking on camera and recording my thoughts, and see what happens in the second year, you know. But I know the first year is mostly for me to be comfortable with my own voice, my own opinions, my own thoughts, and just record whatever comes out of my mouth and just post and see what happens, right? Because I was a shy, quiet kid, right? Shy, quiet kid. And like, I never really talked to people. Like, unless I was really I feel very, very comfortable around you. That's when I really talk. But for the most part, I didn't say anything to anybody around me. I just always kept everything to myself. So now that I'm doing this recording and posting on YouTube, I feel like the first year is just me getting comfortable with that, since a lot of people have experienced talking and expressing their opinions since they were little and teenagers and 20. I never had that chance because I was always scared, right? So I feel like now that I'm doing this, I know the first year of me recording and posting is just me to get comfortable with my own skin, with my own voice, with my own opinions and my own thoughts. So it probably seemed like the first year of my videos that I record and post are gonna feel like shaky probably and weird and like not know how I look and you know all that stuff. But I think that's the whole point of the process, because I never know how this is going to end in a few years. I don't know how this will end in a few years. Like how, maybe I become a better talker. Maybe I become something in this YouTube thing that I'm trying to do. Who knows? I don't know. But you know what? I'm gonna try it out, because what I want to do with these videos is just go outside and walk and talk, right? That's what I want to do. So I'm practicing now, because you never know. And plus, I'm getting my fitness too, because I'm trying to get fit for my future walks. And might as well just start now, because I can't do anything in the next 2 to 4 years. Might as well just start now and just do the baby steps and get comfortable with my own skin. And by the time I'm ready to fly away, to like go away and do my actual dream, you never know, I become something. So I don't know. Anyway, I need to go because it's getting late. See ya!